Hey, the Ocon Man, it's me, B Money.
Oh, I know you.
And guess what time it is?
Summertime.
And it's also time to
Get new shoes. Yeah, no, my shoes are terrible. You could see my big toe hanging out. I look like Charlie Chaplin.
And I'm still wearing these Kiss boots that make me 7 feet tall.
You do look like a cosmic demon.
It's summertime, and it's also time to add a little leisure and style to your summer vibrations with classic slip-on shoes from Kingston Union.
Kingston Union, MFG.com.
And we'll be saving 25% on all the slip-ons that we buy just by using the code.
It's either Summer's Lips 25 or Summer Slips 25.
Do it your way. Just go to KingstonUnionMFG.com and put in Summer's Lips 25 and get 25% off all slip-on shoes.
Ow!
Awoo!
This episode of Off the Records with B Money and the Ocon Man is brought to you by DistroKid. DistroKid connects directly to TikTok with exclusive access to your TikTok artist account.
And what's new at DistroKid, you ask? Well, you can do unlimited instant mastering, distribute your music videos, and the newest greatest thing, Bandzoogle,
where you can build your band's website and store in minutes. And they have an app where you can post new songs and get paid.
And Off the Records listeners get 30% off at distrokid.com/VIP/tour stories. TOURSTORIES.
DistroKid. Get your music out there.
Welcome to a new episode of
Off the Record. Fuck. I blew it. Here, do it again. Set me up again.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new, brand spanking new, hot off the presses episode of
Off the Records podcast with B Money and the Ocon Man. Ow!
Ow! Ow!
Do I do that?
It's up to you. Ow!
All right.
Okay.
All right.
This is good.
Peer pressure works, baby.
How's it going, Sean?
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm in a weird place mentally right now.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That Brian Callen special put me in a weird mood. I literally...
It ruined your whole life.
It kind of ruined my last week.
We watched too much of it. That's why I say you can't watch more than 10 minutes of it. And once you go past the 10-minute mark, it's gonna warp your head.
I mean it. I meant it so much. Like, no disrespect to the artist, but it has put me in a downer mood. I can't smile anymore. I'm not talking to my child.
Is this a new special or is this like
his latest special?
His latest.
Oh,
And
God.
but we have, before we get into comedians who are dog shit, here's a
No disrespect.
No disrespect to Brian Callen.
Dog
I'm
shit.
sure he's
no disrespect. I like dog shit.
I'm sure when he's not out there raping or whatever, he's a great guy.
No disrespect.
No
disrespect.
No disrespect.
And you know what? I guess he was never convicted of anything, so maybe, who knows? But we have an actual really funny comedian with us today.
Also never convicted of anything.
That's good.
Not
Thank you.
convicted, accused. We have Tom Clark.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, man, my applause thing.
Yeah, he usually plays applause. Brutal.
I just clicked it.
Yeah, I guess you were convicted in the court of public opinion.
Yeah.
My computer knows something. All right, it doesn't work. All right, Tom Clark, everybody.
Tom Clark, we'll edit it so it sounds like you got like a Def Jam reaction.
Yeah, people jumping in their chairs.
I'm okay without it.
Tom,
We don't need it. It does seem condescending every time it happens.
because they know nobody else is here.
the fake applause. They don't know shit. This is an audio-only podcast.
But then it doesn't come back later. So if they only apply, it's like
Maybe we
they
just-
applaud and then we're just bombing for.
No, they're just a well-behaved audience that hangs on every word.
Oh, okay.
And we turn their mic off.
Right. But for you two not to applaud, that's really the problem.
Tom Clark, you've been in the. I met Tom.
Yeah, give us the backstory.
I met him in Austin
Tom lore?
when I was really new at comedy. I'd maybe like just done the funniest person in Austin contest. I was barely doing comedy. And Tom, did you bring your potato CD?
Wow, you remember I sold those.
I remember that, yeah.
You probably bought one.
What was a potato CD?
I don't think I bought. I probably bugged you until you gave me a free one. Is that online anywhere, or would you not want me to play that?
No, I have like a cappella version of it that's on my YouTube page.
Okay,
but yeah, it's pretty famous.
Yeah.
I still get Craig Robinson when he sees me. He still sings it. He's like,
Oh,
potato. No. I don't think he knows my name, but he still
You're
says
potato guy.
Potato guy, yeah.
I think he knows me as potato guy as well. I think he just calls all white guys,
white, chubby guys, potato guy.
Hey, it's the potato guy.
Could be.
And honestly, he's not wrong.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I like being a potato.
But yeah, no, it stood out to. So you're one of the first because in Austin, you were a weird, funny. You were like a guy around my age who was like doing weird, funny stuff. So it stuck out to me.
Yeah, 'cause I think I was working there right after September 11th. 2001. I'd been there a few times, and maybe.
Why do you remember that date? That's very specific.
Is that your birthday?
Yeah.
Is that when you turned 21?
I was working with Chris Fairbanks was hosting, and then Kathleen Madigan was headlining, and Kathleen Madigan had already written 15 minutes about 9/11.
Okay,
it was solid stuff. Like Chris and I didn't touch it,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I met Chris, and then I met his girlfriend at the time, Maggie,
right?
Who
multiple Emmy award-winning director.
Yeah. I met her years later in L.A. at the Improv, and at that time she was with Bill Hader, and she introduced me to Bill, and she's like, "Yeah, my boyfriend just auditioned to be on SNL," and then I was talking to Bill, and I didn't. He was just some new guy. He's like, "Yeah, I think it went really well. Lauren was there, and he liked it." I was like, "I'm sure it did. Good luck to you."
yeah, right.
Got it.
This guy probably sucks.
Oh, right. What a pathetic loser. You don't know this town kid. Yeah. But yeah, I met you. I met, who else did I meet out there? Martha Kelly was out there at that time. And it was such a great scene. It was, so much better than it was. It was really an indie alternative comedy scene there. Like
it shifted.
It was cool to visit.
Yeah.
Like, it was cool to visit Austin, and like I remember every time I went, I'd be like, "Man, I'm gonna move to Austin."
Right.
Now when you say that, it's like I am joining the Nazi party.
Yeah, back then it was like, "Oh, this is a great place to live. The club lets you hang out and drink there until 5 a.m. This be a great place to get your life together." Yeah, no, the scene was very different. That's what I was telling Tom. The first open mic I did was before kind of like the fair. Everybody was like older. And I thought they were like kind of corny. There's a bunch of I became friends with a bunch of them, but it was like they were kind of rude. Like I don't know, it was very cliquish.
No, but I also get that because like I also think when you go to an open mic that's like not in L.A. or New York, everyone is kind of older and like working through something. Like because I like started in New Jersey and. Like the only young people were me, my Nick Maritato, and Julian McCullough, and we were like the only young guys. So we all had to like talk to each other because everyone else was like 40 plus and like talking about marriage and like doing like weird therapy.
Yeah,
right.
That you're like, oh no, like clearly you're secretly gay.
I started in Milwaukee. I went up at a place called the Safe House, and we had such a weird. Like Milwaukee, I started in 1994. So, but at the time, it was Frank Caliendo was there, and we kind of started together. And Dan Harmon was there, and Dan and I were in an improv group together.
No shit.
And he was my improv teacher for a while. So they would go. So we'd go up at these open mics. It was Dan Harmon, Frank Caliendo. So it was like these. Comedian legends.
Yeah, the big two.
Right.
Everyone.
The big two. But yeah, it was One thing I think about Dan is that he always wanted to be a stand-up comedian, and it frustrates him so much that he can't. That's why he did Harmontown, and that became sort of his worship, where his house of worship, where he could do his podcast, but secretly it was him getting to do stand-up. Finally, yeah.
Do you keep in touch with him?
I haven't heard from him in years. I used to do Channel 101 when it was just starting out. So when it was like at Toys on Vine at this little Thai restaurant, it'd be like 12 people there. It'd be like Jack Black, the Lonely Island guys, Dan, Rob Schraub, and all of us just watching on a small screen these videos that everyone had put together. So it's such a bizarre thing of like sort of like you were making videos, these guys were making videos and just making these shorts, and it blew up into something amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's so awesome. That is the best part of comedy is looking back. Like at the time, you don't even appreciate it at all.
Yeah.
But like it was like because like after New Jersey, I like went into like the New York alternative scene, like in like Fifi, and so like I like started with like Mulaney and like Jenny Slade and all these people, and it's like I took that for granted completely. I was just like, she ran the fucking light. They're gonna cut my set,
right? Yeah, it's so weird starting out like, and then seeing these people later on. And whereas when I was kind of ahead of some of these guys, so they were like looking to me to like I was in Chicago around 98, 99, so I knew like Kumail was just starting. Yeah. Pete Holmes was still a Christian. Who else was
I think
there?
we got him back. We got him back. The Christians. Because we are, I don't know if you know this, but Off the Records is on the #1 Christian podcast network, Ruinous Media.
Yeah. Really? So somebody's got to mention it. Remember Jesus Saves. But yeah, it was such a weird, it was such an amazing thing to watch. You know, Kyle Kinane, I saw his first set like in 1997, I think it was.
Wow.
And, you know, and Mike O'Connell, I don't know if you know Mike.
Oh, I love Mike O'Connell.
Oh, he was so funny. You know, he blew up at the Chicago Comedy Festival. So it's like such a weird thing. And then you see these people and they're like looking to you to like help them. And now it's like, hey, could you guys?
Hey, remember that time I gave you advice that you ignored and became totally successful because you ignored my.
That advice somehow worked for you,
Mike O'Connell. Mike O'Connell is so goddamn funny, and I just saw there was an interview with Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh, yeah.
Who does a voice in the new Minions movie. He plays like a robot or whatever.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, it's a weird accent you use. And he goes, well, I'm doing an impression of this guy, Mike O'Connell, who's a
because he was in Mike O'Connell's movie.
It's one of his first roles, Yeah, that's Mike was
which has got to feel good for Mike while he's in his efficiency apartment. He's been in for 25 years.
Yeah, he was like in 99, like Rolling Stone said this is the next big name in comedy.
Yeah.
And I remember he was like at the Comedy Store and he wouldn't wear shoes. He'd be perform barefoot on stage, and I think Mitzi or somebody was like, you got to put on shoes, otherwise you can't perform here.
She was always so good at she was like with Carlos Mencia, she's like, change your name to Carlos Mencia to Michael Collins, put on shoes.
Put on shoes. That's going to break it. So he just didn't go there anymore. He's like, well, if I got to wear shoes, I'm not going to perform there. Weird choice, but
honestly, if that's the line that's drawn in the sand, I think we can erase that line. I'll put on shoes.
That is true. Or flip flops, maybe they're in the middle.
Yeah, open-toed sandals. Yeah.
Something. Mike's so funny. That What's It Gonna Be video with him and Dr. Ken, is classic.
It's Brendan's ringtone. So if you call,
it's a little rapey. It's a little rapey song, but yeah.
Well, what have you been up to the past few decades?
Oh, my God. The past 30 years. Let me catch you up. 2000,
I mean, I follow you on all the social media stuff. You always have very funny... it's very funny. I look forward to seeing you pop up in my feed.
Oh, thank you.
Which sounds like a weird farmer thing.
But
it seems like
people are popping up in like their horse's feet,
just poking his head out. But it seems like you work all the time. You're always doing comedy somewhere.
Yeah, it's a lot of weird venues now.
Do you do like corporate stuff or?
No, I do like wineries, like country clubs, like sort of cleanish comedy shows.
How many times have you made a monocle fall into a soup?
I've made a top hat or two fall off during a set. But yeah, it's just weird now. My wife's a comedian, Steph Clark, and she and I do a lot of shows together. So we travel around, she'll find gigs. Like she sort of took the approach of like, I'm not going to hit up these clubs or whatever. I'm just going to book my own shows.
Okay.
And that's sort of what we've been doing for the last almost 10 years.
Oh, shit.
Because I mean, getting in clubs is so hard now, and now they've kind of made it this thing of like, you draw the audience, you market it, you know, and like, I used to go to Zanies, and now it's like, well, we give you, 20-80 split, and you got to pay the openers, and it's it's so weird.
Yeah.
It's just, and comics have created this because they'll just like, oh, we'll do all that, and now it's such a hard thing for older guys, to be like,
Can't follow the TikTok guy who sold out 8 shows.
Yeah.
Because he bounces a ball off his head or whatever. Everybody goes to see him once. They're like, hey, he bounced the ball off his head. Now what's he going to do for the next 52 minutes?
I think you're just too old for it.
I'm too old?
He's so good.
Oh, the ball bouncing guy?
The ball bouncing guy is so funny. It makes you think about what's going on in the world. Seeing him bounce a ball on his head.
That was a metaphor. I couldn't even think of a funnier example of what people are doing.
Oh no, I love seeing those guys because like when we're doing the Golden Globes, like we go to every club so she can like run the set. So I'm like in those clubs that I have not been in like 10 years, and when you see those TikTok guys, they're so one. It feels like you're at like a teen club. Every comedian is like in their 20s, and they're all like when you look them up.
Are they all ages shows? Do they let like 16-year-olds?
No, it's all old people from the Inland Empire. It's seemingly the Inland Empire loves comedy, but the TikTok guys are so interesting because they are demolishing with literally jokes that everyone hated in 2003, like just like the hackiest stuff.
Right.
It all came back.
Yeah.
And so it's like, like all of those jokes that I remember writing in like 2004 about MapQuest are now about Apple Maps.
Yeah, I don't get, I'm pretty isolated. Like I don't do very much stand up anymore. I don't go to the clubs, but I see on Instagram and it just seems like this really. There's a lot of like kind of pretty girls doing really terrible crowd work that have millions of followers, and I don't get.
Well, what do you want them to be? You want them to be ugly doing good crowd work?
Well,
Is that what you want?
I mean, I don't know how the shift happened to where everybody's like, let's just go and have a 24-year-old be like, so are you guys like, they're going to talk to us and everybody's just going to love it because they're breaking the fourth wall.
It's all COVID. Keeping everyone indoors during COVID has now made it so people go out, so people talk at them. Where I think like back in the day, you kind of went to be entertained a little bit.
Right.
And now it's like truly like, my world is so small that I will go to a theater and have a guy who has like a 25-minute closer about cum rags be like, what do you do for a living?
There's literally a guy who does that.
Yeah.
You know that, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Is there really a guy?
Yeah.
He just got canceled. And he just,
Did he get canceled?
He just got, he's a problematic individual.
Is this a bit or was there really a guy?
There's a guy, I'll be honest, Jimmy Shin. He got in trouble and he sells a thing on his show that Jimmy Shin cum rag.
and he got in trouble for something?
I know people are like questioning it. Like,
his brain works like, well, I guess when you're a genius like that,
right?
You can. What did he
He basically would run
throw
like,
a cum rag on a baby.
Oh yeah, I did. Like he was getting canceled by like comedians.
Yeah,
like,
he was basically running like these improv comedy store. They were letting him book it, and he had these email lists so he could draw a big crowd. That's all they cared about, right? And then, but to get on a show, some people, were harassed or I don't know if assaulted, but just harassed and made to feel uncomfortable. And he had done like a corporate gig that I had done for like pharmacists like up in Northern California, and they told me like, oh, we booked this guy last year, and he started talking about cum rags, and he sold them after the show. He's like, oh, you want one of these, and it's like
Selling cum rags at a corporate?
At a corporate gig, yeah. I was like, oh, good thing you changed bookers for this, because I have nothing on that.
Well, he still has a website here.
Oh, yeah. He's still, look at his merch. You can.
Yeah, cumrag.com.
Click here to pre-order. Let's see. Oh, he doesn't have his merch on his.
Oh, he doesn't.
I guess you got to see him live for that.
I
mean, honestly, that is worth leaving the house for. So check it out.
Yeah.
We'll
He's
bleep
on a
his
show
name.
with, he was just on a show with your boy Jeff Dye.
My boy Jeff Dye?
Yeah.
Oh, big ups to the king, the comedy king.
Yes.
Laura Keitlinger wrote douche on his Cybertruck in like the dirt
dust,
and the dust on it. And he used the pictures that because I guess like the Cybertruck takes pictures around the car because so many people are writing douchebag on your car.
Well,
So-
I could play a voice message from Jeffrey Dye that he sent to me.
Are you guys feuded?
I wasn't. Well, perhaps I was. Okay, so I had he had a friend of his had posted a picture of him with Jordan Peterson, and he's doing some seminar about being a man, and then I wrote as a comment, 3 insecure dudes, and this got back to him, and he. And I had blocked him earlier because I was sick of his nonsense. So
he's got a very annoying online presence.
Oh, his cum towels are here. Sorry, $15. You had to scroll down to the bottom.
That's a lot of money for a cum towel. I'll just keep using my old shirts.
So let me see, because I don't mind sharing it because it's also like it just came out of nowhere. Maybe. Oh no, here it is.
You know, most of his life is probably sending angry voice notes.
Right.
Tom, Jeff Dye. I'm still curious why I'm blocked and why you would post that. I wouldn't even be bothering you if you didn't post something like that publicly. So if you want to talk shit, let's talk about it. What seems to be the issue?
I didn't think Tom Clark would be the one who brought in some gold like that. Nothing, but I didn't. I thought you were everybody's friend.
I did
You
too.
seem like the nicest guy I've ever met, but also, I love hearing this.
But then there was a follow up a few months later. I don't know what I might have I think it was maybe the Mark Maron thing where Mark Maron posted like, I don't know who this guy is.
Yeah, where like it's so funny because basically Jeff Dye has the same story with Mark Maron that Mark Maron had with Lorne Michaels.
Right.
And he built it up being like, I gotta get with Mark. And then he posted that picture, and then Mark was like, I don't know who this is.
Right. Bert Kreischer builds us up like, Jeff, this guy was saying that. And he's like, who is that? He's like, Jeff Dye. He's like, I don't know who that fucking is. Yeah. But then a few months later, he sent me this. He says, bro, relax. You're not mad at me. You're mad you're an alcoholic who lives with his mother-in-law and has a wife who's funnier than you, and you push a sick dog in a stroller instead of having kids. It's all good, buddy.
It doesn't sound all good. he sounds a little mad.
First of all, do not live with my mother-in-law. Hang around with my mother-in-law a lot, but dog is not sick. It's a French bulldog.
Yeah.
It gets overheated.
Oh, and you
It
push
needs a stroller.
And he's a stroller.
He's a stroller dog.
And I'm Munchausen by proxy.
My wife is funnier than me. I will give you that. Not an alcoholic. Don't drink at all, really. But he also ran his car into a tree on his way to brunch.
Yeah, he's one of the rare guys to get a DUI at 10:30 a.m.
So lay off. Maybe that's not the approach.
Yeah. What's so crazy about
How does he know about the dog thing? Though? Is he camping out, or maybe Dalia told
I think
him?
he has writers, maybe, or something. Because I am friends with a couple people, so I imagine they just said like, some mother-in-law, dog.
Yeah.
And they're gonna like go with that.
Yeah, here's the bullet points.
Right, like a roast. You're like, here's what you can get him. I've seen him drinking. I know he has a stroller for a dog. Let him have it, Jeff.
Is this a dog stroller? Is it a specifically designed stroller for a dog?
It'd be sad if it was like a baby stroller, like can't have kids, so this is it.
For sale, dog shoes never worn.
It is a dog stroller, specifically for the dog. But yeah, it was a curious poke because I was like, I do pick. It's not a sick dog, very healthy, 11 years old, going to be 12 in 2 days.
That is something that would needle me is the hyper specificity, where it feels like maybe he's like driving down your street to try and be like, how do I get this guy?
Right. And it's and the whole picking on me or whatever is like, that's what you're doing to other people. And that's what you're complaining about other people doing to you. And it's like, and then you claim to be a Christian, and sometimes he's a Christian, sometimes he's not. And it's like,
oh yeah.
None of this. And of course, that's the narrative, right? Across the board now with.
Well,
they say one thing, they do another.
He said no. Like I really hate the term snowflake, but he is a snowflake. Like,
right?
Where like he's trying to cancel Greg Fitzsimmons, like Fitzdog.
Fitz canceled himself 10 years ago. No, Greg Fitzsimmons is highly respected.
I love Fitzdog.
I don't really know.
First comic I ever opened for.
I did a show with him once, and I was scared of him. That's all my thing. He seemed very.
Once you get to know him, he's like the funniest,
everybody
and, like,
says
sweetest
that,
guy.
I remember seeing him at the Improv in Hollywood, and he had headlined and closed out the show for the week or for the showcase. He was like, "Where's my $200? I want." Like he's in the bar shouting, "I get paid $200, everyone." None of you. Just being a dick on purpose. It was very funny.
But yeah, I don't know him.
But yeah, he apparently posed with Laura Keitlinger, who
I saw the.
And then like I also thought it was weird that they kept saying he kept saying using their age, going like this is a 60-year-old woman. It's like, can a lady be young at heart? Like writing douche on a Cybertruck and posing with it. That is honestly, that's fun.
Well, that's when our friend sent us that. I thought, because the way Jeff reading Jeff Dye's tweet about like I did a show with her, and then afterwards I don't know if she
didn't talk to me.
Yeah.
Like,
do you think he has like a thing like of like people like Tom Clark, Laura Keitlinger, Greg Fitzsimmons, and he has like a different like chart of like, okay, where am I at with this person? Well, I haven't talked to Tom in a while. Let me let him have it.
But I thought she took like a magic marker or something and wrote on. But it's like, oh, she just wrote douche in your on the back of your dusty Cybertruck.
Yeah, I feel like he's trying to do sort of on stage. He's trying to do like a Norm Macdonald thing where he's sort of deadpan-y.
He's the problem with that is, and as somebody who knew both Norm and Jeff, is
Norm called you the funniest person he'd ever the newest big name in comedy.
He was really nice. The future of comedy. He's really nice, but goddamn, is Jeff Dye so much dumber.
Yeah,
I would love to see Jeff Dye just try to pronounce Dostoevsky.
Now, does he have a comedy special?
Probably many.
Because we're going to be doing Problematic-tober after after doing the Callan.
Problematic-tober?
And we're going to do, well, you were saying that you're friends with Chris D'Elia as well.
I was not saying.
You've got to stop
doing
that.
In the area. He lives near where I live.
You live in the same neighborhood. I saw
because the Citizen app tells you that.
When I bought the house, yes, it was.
He had to knock out. He had to introduce himself.
Right.
Hello, white male black comic, also a registered sex offender.
No, you live in the same neighborhood.
I don't live in the same neighborhood, same area, general area.
In the same house as Chris D'Elia.
He is my mother-in-law. He dresses as my mother-in-law, Mrs. Doubtfire style. It's all out there, okay?
Well, that's great. That's some hot, spicy. A Jeff Dye voicemail. I didn't think we were going to get that today.
It's so great because he's trying to change his voice to be like, I'm not mad. And like you could just tell.
It's boiling, seething.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
He's so angry.
Yeah, it's such a weird, I worked with Jeff right when he started, like 2007. He featured for me at
nice.
Laughs in Seattle, and this was right before he got on Last Comic, and we got along. I could tell
he was a nice guy. Like I did his old MTV show, and I had like
Boiling Points.
Yeah, Money from Strangers.
Money from Strangers.
Most fun I ever had. Like, and he was like a great hang. And then something. I think it was basically he's really good looking. And everyone who met him was like, "You're going to be a star," and then it didn't happen. And I think that fucking changes something. Like if you're like a hot guy who like everyone's like, "Let's put you on TV. You'll be co-stars with Henry Winkler and William Shatner." That was like 3 viewers. Like,
yeah, it's brutal. I mean, it will. It's like the Joker. Right?
Yeah,
You become the Joker. Yeah. Like I'm going to bring down society in my own way. And it's working. It
is working because he just made. But also, it's so weird because he's not actually like triggering the libs as much as he's just making comedians hate him.
Well, Jeff, if you're listening, I personally don't have any problems with you. I don't. I'm on your side with the Laura Keitlinger thing. I don't think she should have did that.
This is actually true. He is on your side.
He's on my. He's always been nice to me. No, I don't. I don't really. I've had a few. I think
he's always been nice to me. But I'm so strong-willed. I'm a fucking communist.
Yeah. Well, I think we did New Faces. I feel like he might have been on my New Faces.
Oh.
Him and Eric Griffin, who might be.
We can't say that.
No, we're not going to say it. But heard some rumors.
So was he the only new face? Because you just named 2 old faces.
No. I did. My New Faces. I was. Bad, very bad.
Okay.
I think I did 2004, and I was the only new face to receive, it was rated 1 to 10. I received a bomb.
No shit.
Yeah, I received
a bomb. Who was
Can
doing
they do that? It's the only time.
Right. Not the bomb, just bomb. But it was funny. So at that time, Mitch Hedberg was there, and he was. I'd met him a year or 2 earlier in Milwaukee. I featured for him, and he was there, and I was miserable because like I bombed. They would post at that time. They would post all the newspaper reviews on the column, and I remember Jimmy Pardo coming up and he's like, "Hey, don't worry about it. It's fine. Everything's going to be." And this is before I had looked. And I looked and I was like, "Oh my God, like this is the end."
Was it bad? Like you knew when you were doing the set it was bad?
Yeah, I remember I told the band that was playing. They had like a band. I said, "Can you play Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash?" And they couldn't have butchered that song any worse. And I think now I'd have the confidence to kind of like make fun of that. Like, what was it? I could have ripped, but instead I just went into my act and I just did my 7 minutes, and it just wasn't hitting. And it bombed. I remember like an executive from Comedy Central like hugging me, sort of like, this will be it now. We won't be talking to you ever. I remember like meeting somebody from Gersh, and they like wouldn't even like shake my hand, But anyways, I saw Mitch, I think the next day, and I was going to go to Andy Kindler's show, and Mitch saw me. He's like, "Tom Clark," and he called me over, and he's like, and then he was with those Gersh agents. He's like, "Hey, this is Tom," and made him shake my hand. And I went to the Andy Kindler show with him, and I was like, he kept saying, "This guy's very funny. He's very funny," and I was like, "Wow." That's all I need to hear.
Yeah.
Like, I'll keep going.
Yeah.
Years later, I dig up this interview with Mitch where he says, he's talking about the New Face. He's like, "Yeah, New Face is too much pressure, man. They're giving comedians bombs out here. They're going to kill themselves." And I was like, "That's the only one who got a bomb." So apparently, Mitch Hedberg was looking out for me. So
that is brutal.
God bless Mitch for doing that, because I didn't realize why he did it. Because I mean, he had just had his like toe amputated. He had just gone through.
This was right after that.
Yeah, so I'm like,
wow.
The fact that he remembered me and was like called me over, like to have that heart of like to do that.
Yeah,
and I really was probably, much to the delight of Jeff Dye, thinking of quitting at that time, and I showed him.
Well, goddamn! I mean, I can't think of a better angel to have than Mitch Hedberg in that moment.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no, that was But the funny thing is, like reading that article, like probably 2022 or 2023, I was like, why was he so nice? And I like found this interview he did. So I don't know. I told it for his documentary. I don't know if they'll put it in there, but You guys can do it.
Is that the Julie Seabaugh documentary?
Yeah.
thing that, when is that supposed to come out?
I feel like they did a screening of it somewhere, but I don't know.
I was looking to see. I haven't seen that. Do you keep into? Were you like tight with him at all, or
No, just I mean, I worked with him, and I met him, hung out with him in Montreal,
And he saved your life.
and he saved my life. Yeah, I mean that was always.
or maybe he ruined it? You know, if you quit comedy back 22 years ago,
Right.
who knows where you'd be now?
banker or
Like,
something.
yeah. We'd be doing this podcast on a fucking private jet on our way to Epstein's Island.
Hey, why would I have you guys along?
Because we we know the guys at Epstein's Island.
Okay.
It's so crazy to me though that they reviewed everyone and like
Yeah.
I was trying to
gave
find.
them a score.
I'm trying to find reviews about us for our new faces. I don't remember having any kind of review. I'm sure there was like a block thing there was just like this guy was fine.
I feel like Laugh Spin did reviews.
This was the Montreal Gazette.
Oh, wow, so it was the actual newspaper.
Yeah. It was,
so. People who are just getting their coffee going. They don't even know the festival exists. They're
Right.
like, whoa, write this down, honey. If you ever see this guy.
I got it in 2011, and literally every single new face, you could not have been ignored more because my year had Gerard, Ali Wong, and Ron Funches, and they would.
So you were the diversity.
Yeah,
hire.
so they were exhausted from how many meetings they were
Right.
getting. And then like me and like Nick Turner and like all these people were like
just eating poutine and
it's
the
like,
mall.
oh well, we have the day free. No one's even like making eye contact with us.
yeah. I think for us, like, I mean, John Fish did very well at it.
I love John Fish.
But, you
just
know.
squeezed my ass in New York 2 weeks ago.
Oh, no, yeah. A good man.
I'm here to cancel it.
Yeah, do it.
I did not consent.
Yeah, I think Steve Renazizi was there my year.
Oh,
is that
9/11 survivor.
Somebody told a story about him doing Edinburgh and doing his 9/11 show there, and just him with like a bucket for tips, like at the end of the show.
So wait, did he do a 9/11 show before he was exposed as a liar, or?
I think
That would be bad. It was afterwards. It was
okay.
about the lie and how it.
Oh, that's an interesting concept for a show.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's I got to hand it to him to like really own up to. But I guess what are you going to do? He had a pretty decent career.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal to get that.
It was, but also at the
So
same time,
embarrassing.
I'm always like, with comedy, I'm like, fucking lie. Who cares? Like,
Wait,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
need. I was thinking like you need an origin story. Like,
Yeah.
what's better to lead a room than to say like I
Yeah.
escaped the billion 9/11 that made me go into
exactly.
comedy.
Like your origin story can't be like I was a rich Italian guy from Long Island, and then my friend told me to do comedy.
yeah, you
Yeah.
need something. Like I don't know if you know Mick Betancourt. He was a comic from Chicago.
Yeah.
And he had
Is
a
he
very
related to Nuno Betancourt?
that's from Extreme. Yes.
Yeah.
He should be. There's
It's just I've never heard that name before.
It's a pretty common name, Betancourt. but
Is it?
he-
Okay.
Yeah, but he grew up in Chicago, and I think his father was Puerto Rican, his mom was Irish, and anyways, very rough childhood, criminal, and like he would talk about it in meeting. Eventually, he became like a writer, producer for like Law and Order. Now he's doing Reacher, and when I first. One of the first Chicago guys I ever met was Mick, and he would let me stay at his place when I was performing at Zanies, and they wouldn't put up the feature act but just watching him blow up. But that was because in a meeting, he had these stories of like being a criminal and his dad being a criminal, and like you need that in those meetings. You can't. I remember my first couple meetings I went into, I'm just like sitting there like, what are we going to talk about? Like, no, you got to perform. Like Frank Calando would do the 5 minutes of fury, and then they'd call executives like, "Look at this guy; he's doing all his impressions."
Man.
Oh, that's another way that I screwed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
What were you doing in the
What were
meetings?
you doing in the meetings?
It's just like, so where do I sign? How are we going to get this
You have
kid in
you have a
mansion?
fur coat on,
Oh.
dark sunglasses.
It's like, I'm going to light this cigar with this $100 bill, just so you guys know. I'm going to need more of these.
Yeah, it's and I wish because my agent was sending me to meetings like in 1999. I didn't know what I was doing. Like he didn't tell me what to do. He just said I got this meeting with CBS and
Yeah.
NBC, and I was like,
Yeah.
tell me something to, like, you should have told me what to do in the meeting.
Yeah.
Like, I'm 5 years into comedy.
They never tell you. They
No.
just are. They're basically because it's like they don't know. They've never actually been in those
That's
meetings.
true.
Yeah.
So like they're just like go in and like charm them like you charm a crowd. So, but like I'm like I don't really even do that. Like,
Where are you from?
yeah, like so I go into Fox and I'm like my penis doesn't work.
All right, that'll be all. Thank you for coming in.
No. You should have told them about how you were in 9/11 in 1999. And then
Yeah.
2 years later, they'd be like, wait a minute, this guy's got something. We'll get him one of those clairvoyant shows. John Edward.
That'd be funny to pitch that.
Well,
Like,
tell him
go.
about your Bill and Ted's Sexcellent Adventure.
Oh man.
Sexcellent?
Well, yeah, it's Phil and Ned's Excellent Adventure,
sorry.
and it's just a triple X parody of Phil and Ted's
Okay.
Excellent Adventure. But what happens is they go back in time and they accidentally step on a lizard or something, and what all that changes is that every historical figure becomes a hot babe.
Okay.
So that they have to round them up to have sex with them.
right.
To get an A in sex history class.
Porn isn't mainstream.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be the first porn mainstream.
God, I would love to be a porn director.
Let's do it.
It would be so exciting.
right now.
Yeah. Let's start with Tom.
Start with our
Tom,
guest.
take off your pants.
Yes. My mother-in-law's here, guys.
Is she in the car
she's
with
in
your
the car
dog?
with my dog,
She's
with my
pushing your
sick
car,
dog.
your dog around the parking lot.
We have an album to listen to.
Yeah, we have an album to listen to. Oh, that's right. I forgot which album we're listening to. So Tom picked an album. And this is an album that I'm not sure if I'm sure maybe I listened to it years
I find
ago.
the cover of this album to be quite upsetting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. It makes me feel uncomfortable. But he's a guy that, I think everyone in comedy knows. He's a legend, and he hangs out a lot in LA. I've been around this comic probably more than I've been around most of my aunts and uncles.
He's, I think he lives in Illinois now, the suburbs of Illinois.
Really?
I think so. I think he moved out there.
We're talking about Bobcat Goldthwait or
Yeah.
Bob Goldthwait now. Does he still go by Bobcat?
I think you could call him Bobcat. I think everyone calls him Bobcat. This is his first album called Meet Bob.
MEAT.
Yeah. And
the album cover. Well, you can see it in the photo on your podcast app. But it's he's got his head in a
Hamburger, like ground beef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it looks cool.
One thing on the special thanks, he gives special thanks to David Spade. And so this was 1987. So this was probably when David Spade was still starting out.
Oh, yeah. That's Desert Rat era David Spade.
Always networking, David Spade. So he's got a credit on here. And then I don't know if this is the same guy, Jan and Barbara Smith. I think Jan Smith used to book a place called Igby's. So I don't know if that's the same guy. But yeah, this is 87. So this is the height of Bobcat.
I mean, but also growing up, I really liked Bobcat because
The movies.
he had funny voices. I love the Police Academy movies. And then
One Crazy Summer.
And One
was
Crazy
huge for me,
Summer is
too.
incredible. I love that movie. It has one of the funniest jokes in any movie ever. It's like if you make a face, it gets stuck that way. And it does. It's so great. Savage Steve Holland. But as I got into comedy, the thing that I always thought was so cool about his origin story is that he was
Tom
comedy
Kenny,
partners with
yeah.
Tom Kenny and Barry Crimmins,
Yeah.
and with Tomcat, Bobcat, and Bearcat.
Oh, okay. I didn't
And-
know the Bearcat part.
And I think that fucking rocks.
Yeah.
Like SpongeBob and Barry Crimmins. I love Barry Crimmins.
Right.
Well, iconic Boston comic.
Now,
But,
were you familiar with him before the documentary about him came out?
yeah, because we've talked about a lot. Is when I first started doing comedy, my mom bought me that DVD set of it was Evening at the Improv. It was
Okay.
clearly
Oh, yeah.
at Costco, and it advertised such stand up luminaries as Jason Alexander, not a stand up, but he hosted one episode. But yeah, Barry Crimmins was on that. I was quite obsessed with him and the legendary Wid.
Oh, he's a Philly guy.
He's a
I
Philly
don't know
guy.
anything about him.
No, I haven't heard of.
Oh, the legendary Wid was Carrot Top before Carrot Top.
Oh, okay.
He was on a Rodney Dangerfield Young Comedian special. He did Evening at the Improv 8 times.
Mm-hmm.
And he was pretty big from the years 1986 to 1987. 1 year. But he had like a great bit where he would be like, he would throw something in the crowd and then he'd go duck and he'd hold up a duck over his head.
Okay, that sounds familiar. But you know,
he didn't do like the thing where he's like, anyone here wants some hot nuts? And he pass around my nuts.
Yeah.
Careful with my nuts.
I think that is legendary.
Okay.
But before we get to the album, we have two things we have to do. We got a comment on Apple Podcast that I just want to shout out.
Yeah. And there's something else we've been forgetting about.
Yeah, we have our big segment.
Yeah.
I remembered it too
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I was saying. That's why I added the second one.
Okay, yeah.
But this comment comes from That Sports Card Show, and the headline of the comment is Tony Hinchcliffe.
All right.
And the review, the rating he gave the show is 5 stars.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Love it.
All right, yeah.
Just listen to the Tony Hinchcliffe episode. It was basically one moderately funny comedian and one unfunny comedian jealously hate listening to another unfunny comedian. I give it 5 stars. No, the reason why I wanted to bring it out is, which one do you think you are? And which one do you think I am? Are you the one moderately funny comedian?
I would think I'm the bad one.
No, see, I think I'm the bad one because I was like really angry during that podcast.
I listened to it, so I can tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
But I just wanted to shout that out because all of our other comments are always like just really kind of way too nice.
Yeah, they're super nice.
But that's a nice review. To give 5 stars.
To give 5 stars.
It's good to do that.
Yeah, it's like,
and that sounds like a popular pod. I was like, ooh, the sports card show. That sounds like they
Yeah.
probably get 10 million listens.
I thought they were going to be so mad at us for going after their king, Tony Hinchcliffe. But
oh yeah, well they hated all of
Yeah, they
us, so
hate
I don't
all
even know
of
how to process
it's
this.
hard to pick who I hate the most.
But yeah, it's just. I mean, it's just stalling. I mean, as a comic, it's like we all want a Netflix special, and you're watching someone have
Yeah.
one, and yeah, you're going to be a little bitter about it when you put in the work and the time.
Oh yeah.
I think somebody was saying how it's like, the old days you'd have like Robert Evans was like a studio exec and he'd be like, nah, it doesn't work. That kid doesn't have it, or this movie. But now it's like Ted Saranto's like, I get to go golfing with Bert Kreischer, or I get to, hang out with, and they think of it as like, I have friends now.
Yeah.
And it's not talent based. It's not product based. And we need to get to some middle ground where yes, you can be friends, but you also have to judge the talent that's going on your platform.
I was just talking. I went and saw the new Evil Dead movie recently, and like I like to go see horror movies, and I know that like horror movies were generally there weren't a lot of like standout cast members, but like like Johnny Depp, Kevin Bacon. There are people that came from horror movies, but I feel like movies across the board, especially horror movies, like even that Obsession movie, which I liked. But you could, with the exception of like the main girl, which is even maybe.
Oh, I think we're going to be seeing her for like the rest of our lives.
She was good.
Yeah.
But maybe it's just me, like, because I'm older now, but I feel like everybody is just kind of interchangeable.
Well, I think that's always been the case. Is everyone's been kind of boring in the world. But I think if you go back and watch like Friday the 13th, the first one, you only know Kevin Bacon because he's been in stuff for like the last 30 years. He kind of looks the same as everyone else. And like... Yeah. Johnny Depp definitely is a different level of handsome in Nightmare on Elm Street. Like if you see everyone in that movie, like either Heather Langenkamp is like kind of like everywhere USA, which I think everyone in the cast is like that, except for Johnny Depp, who is like, what the fuck is this guy's story? Turns out, abuser.
Was he?
boy, everyone's getting called out today.
But that's a good segue
because
I've been in Johnny Depp's house, this is a segment that we've neglected, I think, on the last 2 episodes. But what do you want to do the theme song?
Yeah, I think I could do it. A house is a home. A house is a home. Famous people live in houses. What's the most famous person's house you've ever been in?
Who's the most famous person's house you've ever been in?
Oh my gosh! And was Johnny Depp in L.A. or was this another house? Like
it was here. Yeah.
Oh, it was here. Okay, I'm trying to think of the most famous person house I've been in.
Yeah, and it could just be just somewhere you wound up at a party or just because you've been out in Los Angeles for a while, so you must have been in.
Boy, oh boy, I don't know if I had. I will say I did. I mean, this isn't a famous person was there. I did an improv show at a house that Billy Crystal was watching the show. It was like literally like 30, 40 people for like an Orthodox Jewish. They wanted clean improv. So that was like, and then I had a really funny thing I did in the improv, and Billy Crystal came up to me. He's like, "You're really funny."
Oh wow!
And that was pretty.
Well, whose house was that? That mustn't have been some.
It was just like a small little house in like off Beverly or something. You know, it wasn't like, but it wasn't his house, but he was there. So that was that's probably. I don't think I've ever been like famous person's house before they were famous. Dan Harmon's, but this was when he was sharing a house with 3 other people.
We'll count it.
What about the Leah?
No,
neighbors. I mean,
that's the same house.
Well, damn, Tom. I don't. Well, if you think of something, you feel free to blurt it out during any point in the podcast.
I once saw Matt Dillon at the liquor store down the street from there, so that's not quite a house.
Sean,
but
does that count?
That counts. Like if he was there,
we got to go to Sean because
Yeah.
Sean's really plugged in.
yeah, no, that counts. That's his home liquor store.
Okay, perfect.
It counts.
Well, let's listen to some of this record before we
Here we
go.
go.
Let's.
Yeah.
This is once again.
Sidetracked.
So
That should be that podcast.
No, I mean it really should. The podcast should just be talking. I think.
just forget the records.
I think that's where we're heading.
Well, did you tell us anything about Bobcat or?
Started in Syracuse, and then like literally was just a huge comic. Like he blew up.
He really was huge.
Like to the point where he was like starring in movies. He had that Police Academy 2, 3, 4. He was in Hot to Trot. I loved Hot to Trot.
Yeah. Adam Sandler, right? Isn't he in that? Oh no, he's in the Clown.
He's
one.
in Shakes the Clown, which he directed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shakes the Clown's great. And then now he's been like directing most of the time.
And good movies, I mean, even if they're not good, they're all.
I love Windy City Heat. I think is one of the most important movies ever made.
Yeah,
that's
and
funny.
then I think I love World's Greatest Dad.
World's Greatest Dad is good. Sleeping Dogs Lie was a very interesting.
He's always he likes to traffic in a dark world.
Yeah.
He was talking about trying to do a Kinks documentary because he's buddies with Ray.
He told me about this, like the Schoolboys in Disguise, like
Yeah.
like a musical film based on that album.
All right, let's listen to some Bobcat and then we'll get the hell out of
Yeah.
here.
And now it's time to bring up the headliner of the evening.
I think that's Tom Kenny.
Gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Bobcat Goldthwait.
In my life. Scott Baio is the Antichrist. Thank you very much. Where are you from? And where are you from? And what do you do for a living? Thank you. My wife is so fat.
I always like this joke.
She's real fat. I don't have a joke for everything, Is that a big night for you coming out?
What I like about that is it's funny to start with that after you haven't told a joke yet. I don't have a joke for everything.
You're really trusting to get the character. Yeah.
What is it with these television commercials nowadays? I'm not gonna lie. Recording an album is like extremely frightening for me because, like, if it's not like funny, in about 3 months. You'll be like in a car wash, going through that cutout bin. With all the records, waiting for the car to get clean. And there I'll be like behind the Ape Vigoda Live at the Hollywood Bowl album. Be my album. And around 4 hours, I'll be stuck. I'll probably end up being like placed right behind the Tito Jackson solo album. Say what you will about Tito Jackson, but I always thought he had the real talent in that family. Animals are our friends, but they won't pick you up at the airport. I do comedy. I'll take you back a little bit. I didn't always do this before. I used to bag groceries professionally. And then I lost my job. No way. I didn't really lose my job. I knew where the job still was. Just when I went there was this new guy doing it. Oh. I like playing Igby's. You know, you want to hang on to those disco balls. Because, you never know when the average white band might have a comeback to it. Right away, I would like to apologize. I guess that's for the stereo effect. Right away. Comedy. See, I'm recording this album and it's so frustrating because I don't know any jokes. I hear jokes all the time. People always, if you're in my line of work, people are, they just fester to tell you a joke. People will recognize me and they'll go, hey, I got a good joke for you. Do you want to hear a joke? Yeah, that'd be a treat, yeah. I haven't heard jokes every night of my life for 10 fucking years. Yeah, that'd be a real special occasion. The reason I don't like jokes is because jokes essentially are just tiny little lies, and because they're never true, right? People always go, like, look, come on, guy, let me tell you a joke. I go, okay, yeah, okay. Guy says, okay, like these two guys. Wait, I messed it up. Get it right, pal. These two guys. No, wait, there's a black guy and a priest, right? And then they walk into a bar, right? And then there's a parrot there and a dog and a bunch of other assorted animals, but they're from a different joke that I'm not gonna get into right now.
It's putting him up his ass.
I'll show you where they lose me.
So this is recorded
He orders a drink.
prime
And then
time
there's
for Bobcat. This is recorded in 1987. So at this point, he's already been in 3 Police Academy movies and One Crazy Summer. So this is like
Right.
the prime time. And what I will say about what we've listened to so far is, and I don't want to denigrate a past person we've talked about, but he's like a better version of Bruce Babyman Baum.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
They have a very similar vibe to me.
Okay.
They're both putting on like an affectation.
Now, I don't think Bruce Babyman Baum really did. I mean, he wasn't.
Yeah.
He was a little bit of like a hippy dippy weatherman.
Did you ever work with him?
I did.
I
whole week in Vegas with him. 2 shows a night.
Was he nice?
He's very nice.
Yeah, because I really like Bruce Babyman, but I like what Bobcat's doing more. Even though I've talked about this a lot on the podcast, but what I'm so jealous of is like the 1980s. You got to be a real weirdo on stage, and everyone just accepted it. Like Judy Tenuta, Emo Phillips, Bobcat, Pee Wee. Like you were allowed to be like a singular weirdo. And we don't have that anymore. I think we have like Sarah Sherman, who's on Saturday Night Live, who like has a special that feels like this. But like, I'm so jealous.
Yeah, that's why I wondered, like, with how edgy everyone feels the need to be, like, how is nobody trying to do like a Steve Martin thing or like a Carrot Top type thing, where it's just silly and just based, like, no point of view, just silly jokes, or even like Hedberg, like it's all very edgy and shocking for the sake of being shocking.
I would love any, like, even like the big wheel alt acts now are very much like, it's almost like they're just doing like inside baseball, like industry talk on stage, where I'm like, I find it funny, but like I do miss silliness and like characters and like everyone knowing what they're watching is silly and ridiculous.
Right. Yeah, I think maybe because society is so serious, everything's a challenge. Everything I gotta every statement has to be a challenge.
Well, and everything's immediate now too, where it's like, oh, I got a viral video, now I can headline club. Like it's like there's not the thought of like working on something for a payoff years later. I just think is out of the.
Well, yeah, you almost had to be anonymous and like in like your hometown, working on the weird, on the weird character, so that when you go to catch a rising star in New York, you get to be Emo Phillips because you have an hour of material.
Right. Well, I was, I was very weird on stage. Like the potato song, I kind of had a variation of Bobcat's joke where I would tell a stock joke, but I would screw up the whole joke and get German, no, he's Irish, and then I would get mad at the audience for not laughing at it. But it was hard to do because it's like I would bomb and people would, you know, yell at me, or they would say like, "You suck," or what. I was like, no, that's the point. I'm purposely sucking.
Yeah,
and it's hard to. You can't explain that. You got to just lay in the suck. So that. I did that for 10 years, you know, and it helped me kind of get discovered or get on Comedy Central. But like if I watch my Late Friday or my Kilborn set, I'm like, ooh, like that's such a weird, like it's embarrassing. Like I don't think I maybe posted like the Late Friday, but it's hard to keep going in that persona. Like I don't know how Hedberg did it for so long. I mean, maybe it's the drugs that kind of kept you going, but it's a hard thing to like bomb and to know you're not going to work in the next town or get hired back, and to do that.
Did Hedberg have that much trouble starting out?
He said he did. I mean, he said he would know going in, like, I'm going to be at this club, I'm going to feature, they're not going to like me. And like he used to perform up in South Dakota, I think, all the time at
Nitwits.
No, it's like Westward Ho. In like Sioux Falls or something. And it was like a monthly room where they would just put these and he sort of developed his like little cult following there. But he told me when I worked with him that, you know, he's like, I'd go into clubs, I'd know I was going to bomb, I'd know I never work here. And he's like, but I know that what I was doing I liked.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but it's hard to do, and it hurts because it's like people don't want to. I remember being booed off the stage opening for Pauly Shore singing the Potato Song, and like literally not being able to hear myself talk because they're booing so loud. And it's like, and then running into people after the show, he's like, "Were you doing that on purpose? Like, what what were you doing up there?" I was like, "I was trying to be funny." Yeah. It's hard, man. But that makes you stronger, I guess, going forward, because nothing can hurt you anymore.
Yeah. I think what I got to a point like 6 years into New York where I was like, I kind of enjoy bombing more than I like doing well.
Really?
Like, where it was sickening.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, but I was like, I liked the idea that like I got to a point where I was like, I think I'm leaving more of an impression in these people's lives if I bomb than do well.
Yeah.
Like they're talking about me on the way home. If I could bomb.
Yeah, that one guy.
Yeah. I have to kill this guy. He ruined my week.
Should we play the Potato Song, or is that, do you not?
Yeah. Why don't we play the Potato Song? Because
it's just like a minute something, right? Well, I'll put the Potato Song in at the end.
I want to hear the Potato Song.
All right.
We like Bobcat. Bobcat's great. This is streaming on all platforms.
We'll listen to the last.
I've actually been doing this song quite a bit out in LA. I'm sorry, Los Angeles, for those of you not in show business. And I'd like to do it for you here tonight. Normally we get some music on this. Tonight, let's do it Acapulco. Sorry, avocado. Potato, round and brown potato, not soft and red like tomato. Potato, sweet broad or fried potato, the taste can't be denied. Potato. Hey, potato, Joni loves chachi Scott Bayo. El taco o burrito es bueno. If you're the least talented Jackson, you're Tito.
That's Scott Baio.
I know.
It's an El Camino. At least it's kind of snack treat. There's a ho-ho. If you see two prostitutes walking down the street, that's a ho-ho. If it's not quite clay, it's Play-Doh. Our famous Greek philosopher was Socrates. If you're wanted by the mob, you should lay low. All the players in his house should say ho. P-O-T-A-T-O-E. Potato. So many eyes, potato. Staring at me, potato. Potato. My only friend, potato. Why must you mock me, potato? As you roll up. Potato.
That he used to sell a CD with just that song on it, right?
Yeah. I remember Mitch Hedberg. I was like, "Keep going for Tom Clark. That guy loves potatoes."
Did that ever like did you ever see how long you could go with it?
No, it's always pretty much that length. That was about 3 minutes was about what people. I mean, yeah, and it was one of those bits that you had to like do to figure out like, okay, I can get away with this for so long. I need to find a new beat for
and
this.
like like the twists in it,
Right.
Yeah, that's so fun.
But it was a lot of bombing at first. And I remember, it just came from. I remember it was Pearl Jam. It was sort of like a Pearl Jam sound with Lewis Black. We had a bit where he's like, "Potato. Once you say it, you've already spelled it." And I was like, oh, "Okay, I could. I don't know."
Yeah,
I was desperate. I had no idea what I was doing when I started.
God, it is so hard to fill time.
Yeah.
It turns out the way to do it is always just been doing crowd work, and then it makes. I was so wrong. I've always just thought that I never want to talk to these people.
Yeah.
Does that make us like aloof and standoffish, like to the fact that we never wanted to talk to the crowd?
I would occasionally, I guess, like, a lot of the clubs you have to address. I mean, I would just kind of get mean at a certain point. Like if you're at Crackers downtown in Indianapolis and there's like
brutal.
a fucking...
I remember being at the Atlanta Punchline and like after like the fourth time this guy talked, I just became like so indignant and like such a piece of shit to him.
Yeah.
But like it's also weird too because the audience is always on your side no matter what.
Yeah,
and I don't like that because I don't think that's fair for the guy who's yelling out. Like obviously I wasn't doing a good enough job with this guy.
I think like crowd work where you're under control, where you're in control and you're dictating it is, for me, I love it. But I don't like it when it's like addressing somebody chiming in every 5 minutes.
I want to do it, and I for some reason I just always was like, no.
Let's book a show at the Lyric, and
should we just do crowd work?
Yeah,
the crowd work show.
The crowd
guys,
work
get
show.
ready.
But you should do the bit where you're like, well, I'm very heavily scripted. I'm a writer, and you give an audience member the script.
That would be funny. Like we do crowd work, but it's all prepared.
Yeah.
Everyone gets a script. It's like your audience member number 1, number 2. Remember your lines, people. Let's go.
You want to be on the show, Tom?
I'll do that.
Yeah. Right. What's your job? And then we have like a filing cabinet.
Like no. Like sorry, that's
construction
not in here.
worker. We hire a temp to be like at the file. I need an accountant joke. Let's go.
The meanest thing I said I used Crackers in the downtown in Indianapolis because that is one of the worst places.
The worst.
That's the place I think I talked about where I hid in a closet because a guy wanted to beat me up after the show.
Wow.
And
worst place to hide, by the way. He finds you. There's no way out.
It was in the kitchen. It was well, he did. They could. He would have had to get all the way.
That's
to
the one
back
too where it has like they're right on the stage and like they have the like it's like a table that you could actually just put your foot on.
Yeah,
because I
remember.
I definitely did that the entire time I was there. If you give me a chance to touch like people's like plates with my feet.
Did you ever eat something off someone's plate?
No, I don't have the courage to do that.
The meanest thing I said to a lady, there was a lady who was just super fucking disruptive. And I was featuring too for Kevin Downey Jr. We
hell
we
yeah.
did talk about
He
this.
went super right wing.
Yeah.
But a lady was super disruptive, and she just wouldn't shut up, and I had to address her, and I was just like, all right. I asked her, where do you work? What do you do? And she's like, I work at a strip club. I said, what do you work? I said, what do you work in the kitchen? Because you look like fucking Robert Plant. Which was great line. But obviously it amuses me still. But I was like, that was really mean.
That's really mean, but my God, that's so good. Yeah.
So specific.
You get the point.
She did look like Robert Plant.
Because everyone has their own image of Robert Plant. There's young, there's old, the hair's the same.
The hair remains the same. All right, we'll listen to the closing bit, and then Sean will hightail it out of here. Anything you want to promote? You're, like I said, it seems like you're on the road all the time.
No, I can always work more, but...
What's your site? Do you post your dates somewhere?
TomClark.com, and all the sites are on there, at Tom Clark Comedy, pretty much for everything.
Okay. Well, here's thanks so much for coming. It's great to see you.
Thank you,
again.
guys.
Yeah,
Great seeing
you were
you.
incredible.
Really long time.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, there is no track listing even online.
Yeah. I think it's all just why bother.
Black and Decker table saw? No, too cumbersome. No. What about a screwdriver? I don't even understand why they're robbing them with a screwdriver. I guess, like, in case they got caught, they go, oh, no. Like, you know, the subway was going clackety clack clack, and we were going to, tighten it up, Something was wrong, We heard it, They whip out the screwdriver, they go, give me all your money, and then goes, here we go. Oh, I've been waiting for this. He had like a big boner.
Big boner.
So good. And then he pulls out the gun and they're going, give me all your money or I'm gonna make your glasses really, really wobbly. Man, I'm nuts.
Might have been a callback.
Trying to
You know
turn
the name
it
of his
down,
book
yeah.
is? The Day I Shot the President. I was thinking, out of all the days in your life to write a book about, he could have wrote, the day I went shopping with Mom and we had a really good lunch. But he chose to write about the shittiest day of his life. The day I shot the president. Why didn't he just write, the day I cooked with an open flame on the Hindenburg? This performance artist castrated himself. And he took photographs of it.
I think this is probably the closing
Obviously, he
bit.
wasn't holding the camera, but he took photographs of it, and he had an art display. And I said, there's someone who would be quite upset if like, Photomat lost his film.
Just everything's so unrelated.
I don't want another goddamn role.
Well, this is available for streaming. I think it's
Or just come by the station and pick it up. Yeah, you can just have it.
But Tom, thanks so much for joining us. It's great to see you again. And TomClark.com and Tom Clark Comedy on Instagram.
On Instagram, YouTube, all that.
Well, that's another episode of Off the Records for B Money and the O'Con Man. Awoo!